Munchie Mafia, and welcome. Today is Sunday, and it's our celebration 3,000 watch hours party. And as promised, we are going to be featuring this hangry bull that Butler Family Farm has gifted to us. It's already been soaked. And I got the rice on the stove still going because I'm just kind of running around like a chicken with my head cut off today. And let's take a look here, see who all is here. We've got Teresa Jukiewicz, Penny Ortiz, Tuber Chat, Beverly Moffett, Greg Johnson, Peaceful Des, who is doing a drive-by, Have Fun in Nature, and Yes I Can Barbecue. Did I say Beverly Moffett? I don't remember. Damoose is also here. So is Butler Family Farm, Katie's Kitchen, and they have a medication for that. You know that, butt nut. My goodness. Hanging a little to the right there, huh? And, of course, there is also Whistle Stop Homestead. So, first off, I want to just say thank you all to all of our new members. We just got monetized last week, and so I really thank you all so very, very much. And some prayers to Tammy, Belt Loop 29's wife. She ended up going to the emergency room this morning. Let's just hope that they get home safely back to Mississippi. They were over at the meetup over the weekend over in Texas. Anyway, so why don't we just get to it, man?
Yourself a drink, get some tasty snacks. There is time to go party as we get this live stream started. Whoa, whoa. Welcome and come on in to YouTube's quirkiest cooking show. Whoa. We're streaming and celebrating the road to 4,000. We've reached the first tier of this YouTube journey. It's all because of you and all that you do to help this channel grow. Oh my, Chef CV, what's cooking? It's the 3,000 watch hour celebration. We've been streaming for 2.5 years. We've laughed together, we cooked along with friends, and spun that wheel of crazy culinary misfortune so many damn times. Ooh, hashtag Flame Tiger. Ooh, oh my, Chef CV, what's cooking? A dashy dash of love here, a pinchy pinch of passion there, with a stirry stir of the wooden spoon. CV mixes magical flavors that delights and entertains the soul. Oh my, Chef CV, what's cooking? A whiskey whisker mystery, a stirry stir of mischief, a bakey bake of whimsy, and some laughy laughs. Oh my, Chef CV, what's cooking? Maybe CV won't be late this time. Who the hell are we kidding? A shaky shake of the magic 8 ball says it's very unlikely she will even be terribly late for her own funeral too. Oh my, Chef CV, what's cooking? She'll even be terribly late for her own funeral too. Oh my, oh my, oh my, Chef CV, what's cooking? So let's brew some magic together. Don't forget to always cook with love and always eat with passion. Cause it's only psychopaths and just angry and hateful food. Oh my, oh my, oh my, Chef CV, what's cooking? Thanks for being here.
Righty, so first off, we're going to start with the mixture that's going to go into the rice. And what we're going to need first off is a half cup of rice vinegar. If I can get it to, there we go. There we go. All right, half cup of rice vinegar. Now, you don't want to use any other kind of vinegar because those ones are going to be a little too acidic for sushi. You're going to get a couple tablespoons or teaspoons of fine salt, but all I've got is the coarse stuff. I don't want to have to sit there with the grinder for 50 gazillion years. And then we're going to need a couple teaspoons of just regular white sugar. No, there's no substitution for this, okay? So if you're looking for sugar-free, nah, this ain't it, man. Ain't it, sorry. Because this is where some of the magic happens when it comes to making sushi. So 2 teaspoons. And then the rice vinegar. We're just going to set this to simmer for a little bit until all that sugar has dissolved. I'm going to put it on the rear. And let's see here. I got to find my sushi knife. I forgot to grab that. Or my sashimi knife. Right there. Might as well look for my... Let's see here. Is that it? No. I gotta stop throwing my knives just right into the drawer. This is getting ridiculous. No. It's also a nope. That's not even my knife. How did that get in there? There it is. Boning knife as well. Alright. So let's put this aside for the moment. We got that going. Let's see who else has come in. We've got 32 people in the chat. Sashimi knife. We got Scratch and Pete PA and Meritage Shades of Light and Buglet, A Simple Happy Life. Devil Dog. Arlene is also here. And thank you, Teresa, for joining our membership. Yay. Teresa Castro is also here. Devil Dog, Brian of Having Fun in Nature. TOG. The other guy, TOG. And Simple Happy Life. Belt Luke 29, aka YouTube Police 29. And Buglet. Tuber Chat, thank you so much for dropping those memberships. And let's see here, where else? Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. Anyways. Oh, there's Digits. And Jamie's also here too. Yay, Jamie! Alright, so we're going to do some California rolls. And also one of my favorite rolls. And also we're going to do a poke bowl. I decided we're going to do a poke bowl Oh, and Tiger's also here too, it looks like. Sorry, Tiger. Sorry, Tiger. I only scrolled back so far. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Please forgive me. So, one of our mods, her name is Carolina, and today is her birthday celebration. She can't be here with us tonight because she is visiting family back home. So we're just gonna give, huh? We're gonna basically hold that till next week, but we're gonna give her just a shout out. So happy birthday, Carolina! And yes, I said your name right this time. So used to INAs being Ina instead of Ina. I'm an Ina, so I should have known that. But I learned from last year. I learned my lesson. So anyway, we're gonna make a poke bowl and dedicate it to her, along with our sushi. So we're doing a poke bowl. What we have is what are you pointing at? Oh, hey there, Sivy and Tim. Congratulations on your milestone. Thank you so much, Simply Jan Homestead. Is that Simply Jan? Yeah. I'm having problems reading today. Thank you very, very much. All right. So I'm not going to use all of that. I'll save that for another time. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to break down the salmon first off. I accidentally dropped my other stainless steel cutting board behind the dishwasher. So I got my double-sided one instead. So I'll get some gloves because I don't want to have to run back and forth all over the damn place. We're going to break down the salmon a little bit. It's just a small piece of wild-caught Alaskan sockeye salmon. This is going to be for the poke bowl. It's a little on the wet side. So I'm going to show you how to do this, even though I got a video already, but you know, this is a special, so we're going to go for it. And so we need the camera upstairs.
We're going there now.
We're going there now? Okay.
Waiting for you.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting for you, mister. All right. So it's got skin on the back. We're not going to actually use that skin. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a knife, a boning knife, and we're just going to go zippy, zippy, zip, and just get that little tail bit off, right? And then next, we're going to take this and we're going to flip it around. We're going to flippy, flippy. I'm going to put a little hole right there, but point the blade of the knife away from your fingers, because this, much like avocado hand, is where a lot of people cut their finger off or stab themselves in the hand. Stick our finger right in the hole, and we're going to just kind of gently glide that knife blade right underneath, and we're going to hold it at a slight bit of an angle, probably about 20 degrees. And instead of sawing back and forth with the knife blade, what we're going to do is we're going to just pull on the skin, and that's it. We're just going to pull on the skin. Oops, it's bound up right there. Okay. And this way you don't end up with a bunch of janky edge on your fish, except for right there, and that's okay. But if you're going to make like salmon chowder or something, you can just scrape that off and then just add it to your fume pot. And I have no use of the garbage can at the moment. So, all right. So the belly is still on here, and the way that you tell where the belly begins and where the belly ends is you look at how these little striations begin, right? Or connect to the actual fillet, and we just go and say, okay, there you go, bye-bye. We're not going to throw that away because that belly piece is actually very delicious. What the hell are you doing?
Don't worry about me.
And so here we have that. And now we're going to take this. We're going to save this belly piece for my sushi. We're going to just cut this up into little chunks right there, like so. This is going to be for our poke. There. Put this back over here for the moment. Let's add that little tail piece right there. Get rid of that right there too. All right. Whoops. Crikey. All right, there we go. That is reduced quite a lot. I'm gonna have to add a little bit more. So I wasn't paying attention. That's probably about, I would say, 1/4 of a cup. So we're gonna have to add another 1/4 of a cup right back into it, but that's okay. There we go. Set it back there. All right. Yeah, you love the banana. Everybody loves banana. Everybody loves banana except for some people are like, okay, can we just stop with the banana for a little bit because this is getting a little too distressing. I'm gonna get a little bowl right here for our salmon pieces because we're going to marinate this just a smidgen. All right, let's get those in there just like so. I'm gonna get rid of this right into the sink. Actually, there's a knife in the sink, Timmy. One of the things I love about stainless steel cutting boards is that you can just rinse it off quickly and you're there. What? It doesn't matter what floors I'm on, Crocs squeak, unfortunately. Okay, so poke. We're going to take some ginger paste, just a little titch, and a titch is 1 teaspoon. We're going to give a splash of rice vinegar, splash of soy sauce, and then we're going to take a little bit of that, we're going to take some red onion that's already been sliced very thin. I'm going to just drop it right on in there, along with a little bit of green onion, just a little tiny bit. But at the same time, we're also going to add like maybe two things of garlic. We're going to give it a squishy squish, which means I need a glovey glove. Okay? Yes, I just warned Timmy that there is a knife in the sink. That's a horrible habit that I have working in kitchens. You always let the dishwasher know. Yes, Timmy, I just called you the dishwasher. You let the dishwasher know that you just put a sharp object into the dish pit area, so that they know that there's something that's potentially hazardous that could possibly cut them. Sorry, it's just a terrible habit, but at the same time, it's also a good courtesy. Okay, so now we're going to take our smoked garlic. I'm going to mash it. Just like so. And then we're going to just toss all this together. And we're going to add some sesame oil. If I can get all the stuff off. Oh, and some sugar. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put a little bit of honey in there just because. Let's see here. Sesame oil. Gonna just put a little smidge. Hey, Carolina, happy birthday, darling. We're making a poke bowl. I'm gonna add a little bit of honey to it, just to give it a little bit of flavor. Yes, I just threw that aggressively back there on the counter. All right. Sesame oil. A little bit goes a long way, so about 2 tablespoons should suffice. All right, now let's toss this all together, and then we're just going to let it sit and marry for a little bit. Now some people put a little bit of coconut cream into their poke. I'm not going to open up a whole can just to do that. Not everybody likes that stuff anyway. So, there we go. Let it sit and get happy for a little bit. Now, one thing that I found out at the very last possible second is that I've lost my sushi mat. So we're going to have to just kind of wing it a little bit. We're going to have to use a silpat. Let's talk about the sushi rice here real quick. Wow, that bird is angry. Excuse me. So, sushi rice is very delicate rice. It's short grain, and it's usually 1 to 1.5. So it's 1 part rice to 1.5 water, but you want to rinse it several times. I do 6 times is my magical number, until the water is relatively clean. And I'm going to turn this off for a moment while I explain this. When it comes to making sushi, you want to be very, very careful with your rice. You don't want to overcook it, but also you do not want to use metal spatulas inside the pot in order to take it out. You always use wood, and because you don't want to break the grain, because when you break the grain of the rice, then what happens is it becomes a gummy mess, and it can become a gummy mess. So use one that specifically is sushi rice. There's a whole bunch of them. The best place to go is to an Asian market, and this is the one that I had to buy because I didn't make it to the Asian market yesterday. Stupid me. Didn't drink enough water before and after my massage, and I ended up with a migraine, so I ended up having to drive my happy butt home and deal with that for a few hours. So I didn't make it over there, and it's a 1 hour drive from home, but I was only a half hour away when yesterday when I was out having my massage. Anyhow, and PSA, drink water before and after a massage. 1 bottle before, 2 bottles after. Anyway, so this one is Four Sisters. I've never used this brand before. I'm guessing it's okay, but you know, you're better off going to the Asian markets and getting the good quality stuff. Well, how do you know which one's a good quality one? If you don't know, ask an Asian person that works at the grocery store. They will steer you in the right direction. Just because it's the most expensive one on the shelves doesn't always mean that it's going to be the best one, okay? So also, if you're trying to do this, you know, economically, just get whatever. Unless you're a real sushi snob, you're not really going to know much of the difference. Okay. Yes. Stove check. Stove check. It's not on fire, Damoose. I'm not on fire. Nothing's on fire. It's okay. We're not burning down the house yet. So anyway, get rid of those. Let's check our rice. We should be at right around a half hour. Yeah, there we go. So our rice is here. Move that over there. So, like I said, use a wooden spoon. Wooden spoons will always be a good thing to have around the house. Just simply because they don't scratch. Some of them are naturally antibacterial. Some of them, they're really cheap. And then on top of it, when they've outlived their usefulness, you can always take it, paint something on the handle and stick it in your garden to remind you this is where you planted your thyme. Okay, so Four Sisters sounds like a challenge. Yes, it does. It definitely does. Okay, so now that we've gotten the jokes out of the way, tiger, this is a hangry bowl. And in order to prep it, you have to let it soak. Got a little bit of coffee grounds in it by accident. You have to let it soak. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get this rice out and we're going to just start putting it in a bowl. Now you want to be very gentle with your rice. Okay. Also, the reason why you rinse your rice out is so that it isn't as sticky. I probably should have rinsed it another time. I've never used this brand before, so that's probably why. So we're going to just stop right there because we need some for our poke. Now we get our liquid that we have, and then what we're going to do is we're going to drizzle into the bowl, and we're just going to move the rice around. And what this wood does is it helps to allow for the rice to evaporate, the liquid in the rice to evaporate. Now, when you move your rice around, you want to make sure that you're not moving it too fast or too aggressively. We're just going to start right there. And I need... Might as well act like she cooks and roasts with us. We're going to use her fan to fan the rice. So, we're just going to fan the rice and move it around. You're better off with a tabletop fan, or else you're going to be like fanning the rice forever. And what we're looking to do is get this rice so that it is, I'm going to put just a little smidge more, is starting to, God, it's hard to do without my right hand. I wonder if I can do it. Okay, there we go. Maybe if I just hold my arm kind of funky. Nacho Mama! So this is Chef Roasting Gag on the fan. Now we just keep stirring it. And just move it around. Now these bowls, they have some special things that that you need to do in order to keep or get it clean, and also to keep it clean. Keep it stored somewhere, even after it's dried thoroughly. What I recommend doing is just putting it into a food safe bag that's big enough to hold it. After it's completely dried, that is. That way no dust and stuff can get on there, and pet hair and whatever else. Orange juice or something that your 2-year-old spilled all over the place. And there we go. Now why are we fanning this? Because we need the rice to cool. What? I'm looking, Timmy. Why are you hissing at me? He's hissing at me. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Stephen and Jacqueline.
Because there should be a black line up.
A black what?
Question.
Hello, Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. Welcome. I don't see anything, Timmy.
When it comes up on my phone, it should be coming up on your screen.
Alright, why don't you just tell me? Just talk to me, Timmy. Alright, let's just keep fanning this for a moment. I have no idea what's going on. I guess I have to scroll back and see what's going on. Hello, Demoose, and thank you so much for the membership. And thank you, Mike's Adventure Sparks. I see some new green up here. I don't know if those were the gifted memberships or what, but no matter what, thank you very much. I'm just happy that y'all are here with me. Okay. So there we go. All right. Hey, Red's Room. All right. Let's get rid of this bowl, except for the bowl is very hot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Hello. All right. Now, there's the lid. These bowls are made out of cypress. That's local to Japan, or that's from Japan. And this came from Butler Family Farm. Once when Timmy figures out how to use the laser engraver, I'm going to have him put Butler Family Farm's logo right in the middle of the bowl top right there. I think that would be a lot of fun. Thank you, Kitty's Kitchen. All right, set this aside. Normally you would have a bamboo mat, which normally I have a whole bunch of bamboo mats, but apparently I'm out of bamboo mats. Probably from the last time that I made sushi rolls. And I forgot to buy new ones. So I'm going to just use silicone mat. This is not typical. And I'm sure I'm probably offending a bunch of Japanese people. Where did I put my... I just had my nori sheets. Timmy, do you know where I put my nori? There they are. Okay. So these are the nori sheets. Yes, please take a nap, Tim, or Rocky. Rocky, not Tim. So we got roasted seaweed. So first off, we're gonna make the California roll, which is like 3 very basic ingredients. It's gonna be crab stick. Now, some places they just put the whole crab stick in there. Other places, what they do is they will take the crab stick and they will tear it apart. And this is not tearing apart very well. This is not the good one. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to force the issue with this stuff. Should have bought the flaked. Whoops. All right, scoot that out of the way. So apparently we have to shred this ourselves by hand, so that's not a big deal. I'm just going to go in, give it a shred, get the flaked stuff. Some of the crab sticks will just shred easily. This one is not. So anyhow, how many do you want, Timmy? 1 or 2?
1 is fine.
1 is fine? Okay. We're going to need a second crab stick, however. Now I'm allergic to crab, so I can't use the real stuff. And even if you're only just making a couple sushi rolls, using crab stick, if you have any leftovers, you can definitely just pitch them in the freezer. They pitch in the freezer pretty well. All right, so there we have it. And just mix it together so that they all break apart, so you don't end up with a giant chunk here and a giant chunk there, because it's going to be really a pain in the ass to have to get that to roll up. You'll end up with one big mouthful. Okay, there we have it, right there, just like so. Now we're going to take just a little smidgen of QP mayo or Q pie, however you want to pronounce it. I've heard it pronounced both ways, Q pie or QP. This is a very eggy type of mayonnaise. Some people like it. Some people are like, no, just give me my frickin' give me my Miracle Whip or Dukes or whatever. And what makes it different from regular mayonnaise is that this one has a little bit of a flavor enhancer, aka MSG. All right, so now we have that. Now we're going to take a little smidgen of green onion to add to it just because it just needs that extra color. This is going to also help to bind it together. All right, that's done. Now we're going to need cucumbers. And the way that cucumbers gets added in there is that they get sliced into little batons. So you just cut one side off, and that should be enough for about 2-3 rolls. Now we also need an avocado, and I'm kind of afraid because the avocados seemed a little on the hard side today. Oh, these are the nice ones where the pits are very, very small. So you just go in and be very careful. Don't be in a hurry because avocado hand. You just go in and you're going to slice up the avocado. Don't take the pit out of the other one until you're ready to use it. Sorry, my Crocs are very squeaky today. I think I need my other ones. These ones need to be broken in. Okay, so now we have that. We have our crab stick. We have our cucumber. Now, I'm going to come over here. And we're going to get our... Now, where did I put it? Oh my God, why? Timmy.
What?
Where did I put it?
What?
My nori sheets. I lost them. Oh, no, never. Go home, Civvy. I'm not drunk. I didn't have anything to drink today. Maybe that's what the problem is. So anyway. Why is everything so difficult? Why does everything have to be so difficult? All right. So nori sheets. Discord is very discordy.
It probably needs a new link.
Oh, probably needs a new link. If Tiger can go and snatch that up like a lost child at the mall, that'd be great. Did I say that out loud? All right. So, as you can see, we have to peel them apart because they're sheets and they're very fragile. Fragile. And when you get them pulled out, you're going to notice that there's some lines, right? Don't eat the packet that says do not eat. That's silica gel. It's for moisture. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. So it kind of shit the bed on that one. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half. Okay. It doesn't take much. Just like so. And now we've got that going. Let's set this aside because I don't have enough room. I need a bigger counter. Would also be helpful if I cleaned off all my countertops over here. Just haven't had a chance to. Been very, very, very busy. No. Left hand, Civvy. Left hand. Okay. Go. Inguri bowl. Rice. Need my bowl. So now we're going to get some rice. And the moisture from the rice is going to help to soften this, so you don't have to worry so much. Now, if you want to make little tiny rolls, this is how you do it with a half sheet. And sushi, believe it or not, does not always have to have raw fish or seafood in it. You can do them just with vegetables. It's a little sticky, a little on the sticky side. Okay. You can do them with vegetables. You can put tofu, and I would recommend marinating your tofu overnight. Which I'm going to do I'm going to do a tofu roll tomorrow. Hiroyuki Terada. Name sounds familiar. I'd have to see him. Okay. I'm not a sushi chef. I'm just a chef, and I'm not claiming to be good at this. All right? I'm just kind of okay. I can get you through making a basic roll, and that's about it. So, now, actually, wait a minute. We need to, good enough for a home cook, anyway. All right. So now, I'm going to get the avocado. Just like so. Actually, move that over there, move this over here. Now, if you wanted, you could put some little bits of shredded carrot or daikon radish. Let's set that aside. And now, I'm going to take this, move this out of the way, and take that, pretend that this is a sushi mat, which it is not, and pray that it does not stick. And that's why sushi mat works best. And this one is overfilled. Okay, so it's been a while since I've done this. So if you were to do just a very basic, tiny, just a little appetizer roll that's just got vegetable in it, which this is not going to work, you can use a half sheet, just like that. Come on. And then take this and just kind of roll it up like that. There we go. Okay. Then you just slice it in half. 3 pieces. 3 pieces. 3 more pieces. Sometimes those ends look a little raggedy, so you just cut that off, and there we go. There we have just a little tiny vegetable roll. It gives us an opportunity to taste our rice anyway. Tastes good. Hey, you want to taste?
No.
No. All right. That's our practice roll.
I don't ever eat till after we're done.
Rice is good. Okay. We're done with our practice roll. Let's dump that off for a moment. All right. I wonder. Hang on one second. I bet you I got a thing over there. No. there's this one right there. That's. Let me wash this off real quick. What?
Nothing.
I know it's a placemat, but it's the same concept. All right. It's one of my placemats off my dining room table, but it'll work. This is what a hang on a second. Get this out of the way. All right. That's kind of what a sushi mat looks like. It's just that this one's really super duper long. This is my placemat off my table. But this will work somewhat. All right. We'll do it this way. Timmy, send me a reminder to buy new sushi mat. Thank you. I'm treating him like my personal Alexa. All right.
You ever played whack-a-mole?
Have I ever played whack-a-mole? Yes, I have. All right. Yes, you can even put wagyu in this, or steak, or chicken. I've seen chicken before. Lobster. Real crab. I think it's funny. I know. I think it's funny all day. So, just give it a smear.
You're about to be by yourself. The dog walks out.
Well, what's it matter? You don't talk to me. All right, a little bit goes a long way. All right. Smidge of rice. Sorry, I just can't deal with the sticky stickies. All right, there we go. One of the ways to get away from all that sticky is to put a little smidge of sesame oil into your hand. A little smidge. Right? A smidge. Do it like that. Problem solved. See, no sticky. Or you can use coconut oil, whichever. All right. All right, there we go. For real this time. All right. That and put it just like so. Yes, I licked my fingers. All right. Hello, DoorDash. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, DoorDash. Why would you do that to me? All right. Let's see here. Now we're just going to bring that over. The dining room table is calling it wants its placemat back. I know. Kind of afraid to use it because I don't know what it's been painted or stained with. There we go. All right, there we go. Got a California roll. Put that over there for right now. All right, are you ready to see what a California roll looks like? Are ya? Are you ready? The end pieces always look crappy. You know, Timmy doesn't like all sorts of weird stuff on his. So, I'm just going to have to just make do. So, there we have it. I'm going to take that one away. Give it a whirl. Thank you, High Plains Camper. Muchas gracias. Definitely don't need horseradish. But you definitely need palate cleanser. Why? It's really, you know, once when you've done a few rolls, do a few test rolls. You can also put hot dogs in them. You can do just about anything. You know, we did a hillbilly sushi one day for Wheel of Misfortune using orzo as the rice, which people I got a lot of hate for that. But you know, that's the thing, is that the Wheel of Misfortune is a game that we play that I got a whole lot of mystery ingredients that I have to cook with. Doesn't always mean that it's going to be like a traditional dish in a real sense. It's just, you know, you just try to piece together whatever you possibly. Why is this doing this to me? My God! All right. Oh, there was a dotted line there. Oh my God, why? Anyway. I want this opened. Timmy, I need help.
Need help?
Yes, I need help. Never mind, I don't need help.
Got it? Apparently.
Yes, I got it. Okay. My table's just full of stuff. Okay, so now we got a little bit of pickled ginger right there, just like so.
Is that my plate?
Yes, it is. But I have to deck it out somehow. And then, of course, soy sauce. Let's see here, 3 and 3. So we need soy sauce. There we go. Right there, like so. Soy sauce. Just like that. All right. Actually, let's just go to the upstairs camera. I don't want to have to walk this around. I might spill it all over the place. So, there we have it. These are really hard to do with my shoulder being as it is. So, there you go. Looks good? Cool. At least something looks good today. Alrighty. So, now for mine. This is where it gets fun. And I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use the placemat. That was just a little scared. Even though they came from a really posh store, they were a wedding gift from wedding number 4. Maybe wedding number 5, I don't remember. It's been sitting on the table for a while. Alright, so Todd saw I could get into some of that in a heartbeat. Yes, so can I.
Did you turn off the banana?
I turned it off for a moment because I was getting distracted. I was having a little bit of a problem.
Okay.
Okay, so there we have that. Okay, so shiny side up, shiny side down. Shiny side down. Okay. There's no rule to what you can put in your sushi because it really isn't about the seafood, like I said. What it is about is the rice. That's what makes it sushi. Sashimi, on the other hand, that is about the seafood. It's been a few years since I've actually made rolls. Actually, maybe 2 years. I had to make I had to make enough for 250 people a while back for a wedding. And that was the last time. And so I don't understand where my mats went, but I had mats. They're really cheap, so don't worry about it. It's not about affordability. I can go and buy my own mats. Thank you very much. Good night, Red's Room. Blessings to you. Maybe I'll catch you on your live in the morning if you're going live. Because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. All right. So here we have this. Spread the rice out.
All right, you're on 4. Your picture on 3.
Picture on 3. Okay.
You need to change anything.
Okay. All right. So there we have that.
Come on, Tim. Dory wants out. Let's go.
Now I'm gonna put a little bit of this crab
All right, Dory,
in mine.
Come on.
Whoops, what am I doing? Oh my god, this is supposed to be an inside out roll. Oh shit. Okay. Thank you, Timmy. Got interrupted. Okay. Inside out roll. Similar to that of a inside out roll. California roll. I almost forgot what I was making. Hello, Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins is my 35-pound cat who has decided that he wants attention at this very moment in time. No, sorry, bud. Not today. Not today, Satan. Not right now, bud. Okay. One of the things I do like about using this Silpat is that it is stickless. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll it, pull. Pull this up, roll it, and pull. Roll it over again. Roll it, pull. And then go all the way around. Pull. And pull one last time. Just like so. Oops. Let's squeeze this. Squeeze that right out. Okay. Now, let's get rid of this for the moment. All right. Now, where did I put the furikake? Furikake. You need furikake. Shaky, shaky, shake. There. Now, I'm going to cut these ends off because they're always the least attractive. I'm going to cut this in half. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So that's an inside out roll. Wash my hands again. You see how I did that? So now, whoops, I broke that one up, didn't I? That's okay. All right. So now we're going to set these right side up. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Flip that around. Okay. Got it? Good. I'm gonna eat the. Wow. Set that over there. Now, if we slice it just so, we should have just the right length to cover that. With thin slices of tuna. There we have it. Now this is sashimi grade yellowfin. Got a delicious flavor to it. All right. Get this out of the way for the moment. Put that right there. Now, what we're going to do is going to drizzle it with a little bit of Kewpie mayo that's been decked out with some other ingredients. Okay. So we want to take this, a little bit of Kewpie mayo, or Q pie, however way you want to pronounce it. And then we're going to take a little dash of rice vinegar, smidge of ginger paste, a smidge of wasabi. Now, wasabi, you can have however much or however little you want, okay? A little bit of this Thai paste, because we need Thai paste, just like so. That's just like the size of about a nickel. All right. Squirt bottle. Need a quality squirt bottle. Now we're just going to mix this all together so we get all the flavor in there. Okay. Now, what we will also be adding is a little bit of this smoked garlic. And I'm so proud of Eddie. Eddie actually made his own smoked garlic the other day. And he put it all in the freezer, ready to go for whatever he's planning to do with it. Although I'm going to be doing a video very soon on how to make compound butter using smoked garlic. Now, if you have a smoker or a grill that has that you can use as a smoker, great, because this is something that you definitely need. Now, if you don't have that ability to do that, it's okay. You can just take whole cloves of garlic or whole bulbs of garlic and put them in, wrap them up in foil after you've given them a pretty decent amount of oil, and then you just put it in the oven and let them do their thing for about an hour and a half or so, and then you're good to go. But I'll explain that in my video, because we're coming up on grilling season in the Pacific Northwest. Now, some areas they've already reached those beautiful, lovely temperatures of 75, 85. Where people are spending more and more time outdoors. I'm like, here 3 days ago it was snowing here at my house, and today 75 degrees. I walked out of the house and my my shacket. Yes, I said shacket. It's one of those shirt jackets that's really fuzzy and fuzzy on the inside. And I was like, my God, why is it so hot? Got halfway down the road and was like, okay, either I'm having hot flashes or the steroids are messing with me because they cause flushing, or it's just really hot. I looked down at my dashboard. It said 76 degrees. I'm like, oh, okay, that explains it. So you just take whatever will whatever you can get to blend down, and add it to your mayo. Now we're gonna just spoon it right on in. Oh shoot, I forgot something. Okay, so a little bit of this garlic chili crunch oil. I'm gonna add just a little smidge of that too. Gotta get another spoon or something. I know, Timmy, I'm creating more dishes. Sorry, not sorry. Chili crunch oil, because you gotta add a little bit of that chili crunch. So you want a little bit of that. A little bit goes a long way, and you can experiment. You don't have to make it so that it's absolutely so-called traditional. You can do all sorts of things. Yeah, but you're in New York, Emily. Okay, there we go. See how the color has changed just a little smidge? It's now that brilliant lemon creamsicle color. Now, we're just going to drop that right on into the squirty squirt bottle. Now, when you're buying squirt bottles, get the ones that you can get that are actually commercial quality. Go to the dollar store and get those ones. Those ones suck because some
Tell Brandon what Thai paste is?
Thai paste. Yes, Brandon, Thai paste is Gourmet Garden paste, and it's got all sorts of stuff in it. Look it up. I'm not going to read it all to you, but it's in the refrigerated section of the produce aisle. I buy these because I'm not always home all the time. I work 5 days a week, and I'm gone from the house, anywhere from 12 to 16 hours. So it's like, when do I have time to cook? By the time I'll go and buy something or buy some herbs and I'll have them ready to go, I'll be wanting to cook something, and all of a sudden I get a phone call. As you know how it is in the industry, you get a phone call 2 hours before shift that somebody's called out. Of course, they can't call me in really for any kitchen related things because I'm on light duty right now. So, hey Al, welcome. We're just making some sushi. So, drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. Try not to glop it on. Just try to make some nice, pretty pretty lines because we want to give it some finesse without looking too clunky, right? Clunky's not gonna do it. So now we got that. Now we're going to take some green onion. No, not yet. Well, yeah, no. We're going to put some green onion. Not a lot, just enough to say hello. I got a little bit of green stuff on me. And it's not a communicable disease. All right, now tweezers, because I like some finesse with my food sometimes, and this is one of those times when you just need a good pair of cooking tweezers. This is roe. That's salmon roe. So we're just going to spot some on here and there and here and there. Just like maybe 3 for each one, for each slice. Just like so. Now this one's a wasabi. That's why I didn't put wasabi in this one. Is because we don't want to really do that. When we have this beautiful stuff. So I like to just get that right on in there into the, they don't have to be, perfectly aligned, but don't do even numbers, do odd numbers. For the love of God, please do odd numbers, because odd numbers works best. So now we got that, that, and just go back. And they don't have to be perfectly in line. Gordon Ramsay would say, yeah, they all got to be uniform. No, they don't. Because in nature, nothing is uniform. For reals, You don't see tulips and daffodils unless somebody's planted them, and even then, the next year they've already, created all new bulbs, and you end up with 15 new ones. Ferns, you don't see ferns out in the wild in groups of 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, and so on. They're always random, right? Always random. Food can be random too, because then at least, it looks visually interesting. All right, there we go. So that's my roll. Of course, we're going to get some of this, some of the ginger. As a palate cleanser. And don't worry, this other tuna is going to go away. We're gonna do something else with that. I'm going to do some videos with that tomorrow. So don't worry about it. We're not throwing it out. But you'll love it. You'll love it. Trust me, you'll love it. All right, so furikake. And now we got that all nice and ready to go. Now we need that. A little smidge of wasabi over in the corner. Just put it right there. Just like that. Just so that can be look kind of like it belongs there. Then, of course, a little bit of soy sauce right there. Because you do need soy sauce. Now, do not mix your wasabi with your soy sauce. Do not make a slurry of soy sauce and wasabi. That's actually bad form. Bad form. Okay? Don't ever do that. So, there we have it. And this is just a basic tuna roll. Yeah, of course, the picture-in-picture is in the way. So let me just tilt it around the other way. There we go. Can you see it now? What the hell is that noise? Well, that's a little weird. I'm hearing weird noises. Okay. All right. So I need to set this aside because I'm going to need to take care of that. Now, I need to get the ow, god dang, that hurt. So now we got the bowl. And now we need to get the rest of the sushi rice. Buck, buck, buck. Yeah, I know. He's just buck, buck, bucking. All right. Yeah, just move that out of the way. What the hell's going on?
What are you doing?
What is that? Oh,
An elephant.
it's a beetle.
Who's overdoing?
So, poke bowls are very simple, very easy peasy, very much like putting a bunch of sushi together without it actually being sushi. It's a Hawaiian thing. So what we're going to do is get the rice. We're going to put it in a bowl. This is going to be a pretty decent amount right there, just like so. That rice is so good.
To answer your question, Brandon, there's a couple that I'll eat, but I won't eat most of it.
Yeah. Poke bowls are fun. And again, there's no real trick to them or anything like that. They're just fun. You can put anything in there. So if there's stuff that you just don't like, it's okay. You don't have to put it in there. But of course we need avocado, right? And try to arrange this with some finesse. I like to do like a little partial pinwheel over in one corner, just like so. I love avocado. Avocado and me are just very good friends. All right. Now we got my bowl of poke. So we're going to give it a stir, right? We're going to actually, and it has a really nice scent to it. We're actually going to furikake. Put a little bit of furikake in there. Without the silica packet that's stuffed in there. You can put anything you want in them, but of course we need avocado. Yes, we need avocado. Yes, very much so. And with this, you want to make sure that you get things kind of put kind of in mounds. You don't want to just scatter it all over and say, "Oh, here you go," because there is a little bit of finesse, just like other foods. So now we have that. We need some green onion, more green onion, and some red onion. We'll just kind of put the red onion right over here, like so. And then we got some very thin sliced cucumber, which can also go on top of a sushi roll as well. And what I like to do is I like to kind of layer it out so that it's kind of fanned in like a partial circle. You can also blanch them just a little bit and form them into a rose. I don't have the patience for that because, you know, this is, you know, I'm going to be eating this for dinner. I'm not too horribly picky. All right. Just kind of stick that right there like so. I don't think that's going to stay put like that, like I want it to. We'll just kind of just pile it right there. Never mind. And then, of course, a little bit of radish to add a little bit more color. Right? See that? A little bit of radish. Spread them out because they're all clumped together. Just like so. And then we're going to put this back in the box. Get it out of the way. Put that over there. Stick that over there. Get that out of the way also. There we go. Just like that. Ooh. Oh my God. Yes, we monetized. Hello, sis. Thank you so much for the super chat. And the membership. We were fanning the rice with, guess what? Nacho Mama. Yes. They got to watch me fan the rice with Nacho Mama. Thank you for the membership. You'll have to go back to it if you didn't see it. So we're making poke bowls. This is sushi rice. It's got sugar and rice vinegar and salt and a hangry bowl. It's been soaked for an hour and stirred in the rice. Stirred in the liquid with the rice, and then just did our thing. So a little bit more furikake. You want to be careful, however, with the furikake. If you've ever had diverticulitis, you may experience some issues with that, especially if it was fairly recent when you've had that problem, because it can get in there in your intestines and your stomach lining and basically cause you a little bit of grief, depending on how sensitive your system is. Okay, so now we got that. Oh, we need mango, because mango. Yep, mango. Let's scooch this. Oh my God, my stress nana is in the way. Okay, so get a cutting board because we don't want to cross-contaminate. And Timmy's like, oh my God, not another dish. You're getting another dish dirty. I'll use a small one, Timmy. Stop your whining. I know. Love you. All right. Those knives have already been used. There's my good knife right here. Ding. All right. So we definitely need a knife for the mango. There we go. All right. We'll worry about that later. That'll be my breakfast. So, because we're making poke, we want to do this in little squares. And if you're afraid to do or cut up mango, you can definitely go and buy the frozen stuff. I'm not going to judge you. All right. It's that simple, sorta. Sometimes it leaves behind a little bit of the peel. You'll just have to figure it out. There we go. Problem solved. All right. Definitely need some mango in there. Now, if you want, you can sprinkle some red pepper flakes onto the mango, or tahini if you want. It's up to you, because it's your poke bowl after all, right? Your poke bowl. There we go. And so there we have that. And now I actually move some of that over there because I don't have a. Oh wait, I do have a second ingredient. Edamame. Where did I put it? There it is. So this is steamables edamame. I was wondering. I was like, I'm missing something, but that's okay. All right, we're just going to open this right on up. Oh, stop it, you. I just have too much stuff going on over here. All right. You know what? Next time I go to buy edamame, what I'm gonna have to do is just go to Costco. They have the nice big fat ones. Because everybody likes fat edamame, right? That's what she said. Ha! Hello, Tiffany. I didn't see you come in. Who else did I miss? I don't know. Anyway, edamame. Now, what's better with edamame is if you got fresh, which you could find at most Asian grocery stores, is that you take them and you set them to boil with a lot of salt. We're talking, put a lot of salt in there and let it boil. Once when you start seeing frost developing around the sides of the pan, then they're ready to rock and roll. Because once when you pull them out, they'll be nice and frosted. Once when the cooler air hits them, they'll frost up. They almost look like they're frosty. And I said frost too many times. How many times did I say frost or frosty or a derivative of that? Somebody let me know. Frosty. It's the new moist, I guess. I don't know. All right, so this was the only thing that the grocery store had, and I wasn't going to go all the way over to Costco. I don't know why the stores were so crazy today, but I had to go to 2 different stores to get everything. So, not happy with that. No siree. Now, you can also put some dragon fruit, maybe even a little bit of pomegranate as well. Add some other color to it, Brighten it up. Show it some love. Daikon radish, watermelon radish. Watermelon radish is really pretty, but they didn't have any. I was looking and I was like, oh, I would love some watermelon radish. Oh, no, we don't have that. Why not? Blank, blank, blank. Vacant stare from the produce clerk. So, it was like I visibly wounded him or something. I don't know. It's not like I cussed at him or anything. So, moist, yes. But I said frost. Frosty. It's pretty cool, though. All right. So there we go. Now we got some edamame. Now, one of the other things that you could do is you could do a drizzle of the mayonnaise over the top. If you're going to do a drizzle of mayonnaise, what I would recommend doing is drizzling it over the top of the mango. Come on. Or over the top of the fish. Just give it a light drizzle. Drizzle, drizzle. Drizzly drizz. Drizz. Okay. And, of course, we're going to put a little bit of this roe on there. We're going to put it over here in the corner just to add a little bit more color to this corner over here. We're going to put a pretty decent amount because I don't know about you, but I like bait. Yep, there we go. And there we have it. I would not recommend putting anything more on this. Less is more, right? Unless it's a poke bowl. All right. And there we have it. There's a poke bowl. And this is dedicated to Carolina, one of our onesie gals, who is on vacation right now, spending time with her family for her birthday. So, happy birthday, Carolina. Why is that so blurry? Is that blurry, guys?
No.
Okay. Alrighty, Roo. Munchie Mafia. Now I got time where I can just sit back and relax for a couple minutes and see how y'all are doing. It does look good. It's really, this is really a nice thing. The other thing you could do is take some deep fried wonton and serve it with this, and you can dip the poke right onto the cracker and eat it that way. Yes, tiger. But we're just calling it salmon roe because I don't want to have to spell it out, because how do you spell that? Not going to do it. So, salmon roe. This is wild Alaska salmon, Echo Falls. It's wasabi flavored. So it's fancy bait. That's what it is. Fancy bait. Fancy. All right. So everything's just been just kind of a whirlwind. You know, I was feeling kind of down and feeling like life was being a little bit on the bleak side. My head was going in a really bad place. And you know, I was home for a whole month, and I don't want to get too involved in that conversation, because this isn't a pity party, because I feel like there's something happens for a reason, and I haven't figured out what that reason is yet, because once when I find out, somebody's gonna get dick punched. Okay, that's just all there is to it. So, you know, I was like thinking to myself, you know, head's in a dark place. I don't know what to do with myself. But then this happened, the 3000. And to be honest, this really saved my life, guys. Because I realized how much love there is out there. So thank you so much for all the watch hours, all the marathons with playlists, the subscriptions, the memberships, the super chats, just all the cool things that you guys all say to me. You guys mean the world to me. And before I just break out in absolute tears and start ruining my sushi, I just want to say thank you. It really means the world to me. So with that in mind, we're now working on the 4,000 watch hours. We're not that far behind. Usually, when you go from 3,000 to 4,000, it usually goes a lot faster than going from 0 to 3,000. So thank you so much. So when we hit the 4,000, we're gonna have a really, really big party, and there may or may not be a lot of cooking involved, but we're gonna have a grand old time, and do some cool stuff, some prizes, and just hang out, and I don't know what to cook for that. How do you top that? Thank you, Jan. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I love you all too. And I love you, Stephen and Jacqueline. Though I question the mystery wheel. Yes, I question the mystery wheel too, because frickin' Twizzlers, and I don't know what else is on there. I mean, I think I've been so emotionally damaged over the last spin that I think my mind is blocking out what was drawn. I think Balut was one of them. Balut. And I'm like, WTF? That's gotta be almost as bad as Twizzlers and Chitlins. What was the other one? Tripe, Chitlins, and Twizzlers all came up at the same time. And what else was it? There was something else. Oh, hash brown patties, but that's pretty normal. I mean, that's a pretty blank canvas. But Chitlins, Tripe, and Twizzlers. Oh. And I think Tiger was the one who did that all to me. But you know what? I still love him. I still love him because he's awesome. think the world of Tiger. I also want to say thank you to all my mods and my managing mod, Tiger, and Timmy too, even though, you know, thank you for doing my dishes. And thank you for pushing buttons. It's been a crazy, wild 2.5-year journey through streaming on YouTube. And I wouldn't change a thing because I've met some really incredible people that I call friend. So with that in mind, everybody, before I start breaking down into an emotional mud puddle, and then end up having Timmy have to clean up the aftermath of that, I'm gonna just say a few things. I really hate to say goodbye and really hate to say goodnight, but maybe just a fond toodaloo and a ta-ta for now, and don't forget to cook with love and eat with passion. Thank you so much for all your support. Have a good night. See you soon.
Well, Munchie Mafia, it is that time. We really hate saying goodbye. So let's just say a fond good night, or even a sad little toodaloo. Perhaps even a till next time. Maybe even a tatter for now. We'll be here or on off topic squirrel, because Fuji needs love too.
It's been really fun with all our friends, no matter if you're old or you're new. So before you let that door slam behind you, fondle that like button lovingly and go back to your life
as we were before you hit that play button on YouTube. Oh my, oh my,
Oh my, oh my.
Chef CV, what's cooking? If you haven't yet subscribed to Munchie Mafia Official, now is that time, what's stopping? Let's take a moment to look back on the fond memories of 2.5 years of the Munchie Mafia.
Official.
Oh, oh, oh.
Thank you all for being a part of this incredible journey and helping us to get to that magical 3,000. We are just a step or two away from reaching that 4K. Let's keep going together. Butler Family Farm 2005.
Became our very first member, and yes, I can barbecue. Became our very first super chat.
Thank you to them and also to Belleville 29,
Simply Jen Homestead,
P. Digits,
Deville Dog,
Deville Dogs Keeper,
Katie's Kitchen,
and Penny Ortiz.
oh, 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 my, oh my,
Oh my, oh my.
Chef CV, what's cooking?
Thanks for coming.
Please remember that you are in your very own kitchen and cooking for your family.
Community and pride.
To always cook with love.
And always keep the passion what's cooking.